My world collapsed as I stood frozen in my apartment doorway, keys clattering to the floor. My fiancé, Mark, was tangled in a passionate kiss with my best friend, Emma, on our couch. My heart shattered, each shard cutting deeper as their lips locked, oblivious to my presence. 5 years of love, trust, and dreams, gone in a heartbeat. Emma's giggle, once my comfort, is now stabbed like a knife. Mark's eyes met mine, wide with panic, but I didn't wait for lies. I slammed the door, my chest heaving with betrayal. Tears burned, but fury roared louder. They thought they could crush me? They'd learn I was stronger. I stumbled to my car, hands trembling, mind racing with vengeance. By dawn, I'd have a plan to make them pay. Please like and subscribe to this video to be notified of more videos. Thank you. In my car, I gripped the wheel, the image of Mark and Emma searing my brain. My phone buzzed, Mark's name flashed, then Emma's text, "We need to talk." Talk? After her betrayal? I drove to a dimly lit coffee shop, my pulse pounding. A stranger's voice mentioned a private investigator, and my ears perked up. I needed proof, not just pain. A business card on a bulletin board led me to Clara, a sharp-tongued PI. "Give me a week," she said over the phone. I agreed, but my gut twisted. What if their betrayal ran deeper? A photo slipped from my purse, me, Mark, and Emma, smiling at my last birthday. I ripped it apart, my resolve hardening. As I tossed the pieces, a stranger watched me from the shadows. "Clara emailed me in 3 days. Check your inbox," she said. My hand shook as I opened photos of Mark and Emma at hotels, cafes, even a park, months of lies. My stomach churned. A zoomed-in shot showed Emma's phone, "He's leaving her soon." My blood boiled. Mark planned to dump me? I called Clara, demanding more. She hesitated. "There's a third player. I don't know who yet." A third person? My mind spun. Friend? Family? I hacked Mark's email, his password, still my birthday. A thread with his coworker, Liam, stopped me cold. "She's clueless. Keep it tight." Liam was in on it? My heart raced. What were they planning? As I logged out, my doorbell rang. I opened the door to find Emma's sister, Mia, pale and nervous. "I know about Emma," she whispered. "She's not who you think." My jaw dropped. Mia revealed Emma had changed her name years ago. Her real name was Claire Thompson, with a rap sheet for fraud. Was she scamming me? I checked my bank account, $10,000 gone, transferred to an unknown account. My knees buckled. Mia handed me a folder with Emma's old IDs. "She mentioned a big plan," Mia said. I called Clara, who traced the money to Liam's company. My fiancé and best friend were stealing from me? But Mia's next words chilled me. "Emma's working with someone close to you." Who? I grabbed my keys to find out. Clara and I staked out Liam's office in a grimy alley. A black car pulled up, and Emma stepped out, clutching a briefcase. My breath caught. Liam appeared, handing her cash. Clara snapped photos, whispering, "That's evidence." Then my cousin, Tara, emerged, laughing with them. My heart stopped. Tara, who'd borrowed money from me, was in on this? They whispered, then split up. I wanted to scream, but Clara stopped me. "We need more." At home, I found Tara's old texts, all lies. I called her, faking calm. "Meet me tomorrow," I said. She agreed, unaware I knew. As I hung up, a noise outside my window made me freeze. A shadow moved outside, but when I checked, no one was there. My nerves were shot. At the cafe, Tara smiled, sipping her latte. I slid Clara's photos across the table. Her face paled. "You're with Emma and Liam," I said. She stammered, then admitted, "They promised me a cut." A cut of what? She wouldn't say, but her phone buzzed. I grabbed it, texts to Liam, "She's asking questions." Tara was spying on me. I stormed out, her pleas echoing. Clara called, the money's tied to your parents' business. My family's company? I sped to their office, heart pounding. Dad's face fell when I arrived, holding a letter from Liam's firm. The letter demanded that my parents sell their company or face a lawsuit. Liam's behind this, I said, showing Dad the bank records Clara sent. He cursed, $50,000 missing. Mom joined us, horrified. Liam handles our accounts, she said. My fiance's boss was robbing us blind? Clara dug up Liam's past, a con man, fired for fraud. Mark and Emma were his tools, Tara his spy. My blood boiled. Dad planned a company gala, where Liam would be. We'll confront him there, he said. I nodded, but Clara warned, he's dangerous. Watch your back. As I left, my phone pinged, a photo of me from the cafe, with no sender. The gala glittered, but I was on edge. Liam schmoozed across the room, Mark at his side. Clara, posing as a caterer, slipped me a recorder. Get him talking, she said. I approached Liam, heart pounding, faking a smile. Mark says you're a money genius, I said. He smirked, bragging about smart investments. I recorded every word. Then Emma walked in, arm in arm with a stranger. My recorder faltered, was he another player? Liam's eyes narrowed. Too curious, he said, grabbing my wrist. I yanked free, heart racing, as Clara signaled me to run. A man in a suit watched from the shadows, his face familiar. I ducked into the gala's kitchen, Liam's footsteps close. Clara pulled me behind crates. He knows you're onto him, she hissed. My phone buzzed. Mark, where are you? I'm sorry. I ignored it. Clara showed me a photo, Emma and the stranger, exchanging papers. He's a lawyer, she said. They're forging something. My parents' company? My inheritance? I slipped back into the crowd, spotting Tara whispering to the lawyer. She saw me and froze. I moved closer, but Mark grabbed my arm, his face pale. I messed up, he said. Liam's blackmailing me. Blackmail? My mind spun as the lawyer slipped out the door. Mark's eyes begged for forgiveness, but I didn't trust him. Blackmail how? I snapped. He admitted Liam had dirt, gambling debts. Mark was trapped, but that didn't excuse his betrayal. I shoved past, chasing the lawyer. Clara texted, he's in the parking lot. I found him handing papers to a man in a suit. I hid, recording, the sale's set, the lawyer said. Liam gets half. Half my parents' company? My blood boiled. Clara signaled me to leave, but Emma appeared, smirking. You're too late, she said. Tires screeched, a van pulled up. Two men jumped out, and Emma stepped back, grinning. The men grabbed me, shoving me into the van. A hood went over my head, but I clutched the recorder. Stay quiet, one growled. We drove forever, my heart pounding. At a warehouse, Liam stood waiting. Nosy, he sneered, tossing my phone. I glared, refusing to break. Clara's tracker, hidden in my jacket, was my hope. Liam revealed his plan, forge my parents' signatures, sell their company, frame me for fraud. My stomach dropped. Sirens wailed outside. Liam froze. Clara burst in with the police, shouting, she's innocent. They cuffed Liam, but Emma and Tara were gone. A note in my pocket read, this isn't over. Back home, I found Emma's note under my door, you can't stop us. Her handwriting sent chills down my spine. Clara traced Emma to a motel. I drove there, heart racing, and found her packing. You're done, I said, holding the recorder. She lunged, but I dodged. Why, Emma? I asked. Her eyes burned. You had everything, love, family, money. Her laptop showed a forged contract selling my parents' company, my name on it. I grabbed it, but footsteps thudded outside. You called him? Emma hissed. The door burst open, Mark, his face desperate. I didn't know about the company, he yelled. Mark's plea rang hollow. You betrayed me, I spat, shoving past. Emma grabbed my arm. Give me the laptop. I yanked free, running to Clara's car outside. Drive. I shouted. We sped off, a black SUV tailing us. Clara swerved through traffic, my heart in my throat. The laptop held proof, but Tara's text stopped me. Meet me alone, or your parents lose everything. I told Clara, who frowned. It's a trap. But I had to go. At the park, Tara waited, eyes darting. Liam threatened my family, she whispered. I had no choice. Then she handed me a USB drive, and headlights flashed. The SUV screeched up, men jumping out. I bolted, clutching the USB. Clara's car roared in, and I dove inside. They want the drive. I yelled. We lost them in an alley. At a safe house, I opened the USB, emails between Emma and a CEO, Victor, plotting to bankrupt my parents. My blood boiled. Clara traced Victor's office, but warned, he's untouchable. Not to me. I called my parents, spilling everything. Dad's voice shook. We'll fight. But an email from Victor hit my inbox, surrender, or your family's done. My hands trembled. Clara's phone pinged, a new lead on Victor's past. Clara's lead pointed to Victor's old partner, Nadia, who'd been betrayed by him. I met Nadia at a diner, her eyes wary. Victor ruined me, she said, sliding me a folder. It held proof, Victor's history of corporate scams. My parents' company was his latest target. I thanked her, but my phone buzzed, a photo of me at the diner, no sender. My heart raced. Clara hacked Victor's emails, finding plans to frame me for embezzlement. I called Mark, faking tears. Help me, I lied. He agreed to meet, unaware I was wired. At the cafe, he spilled, Victor paid Emma to seduce him. But someone watched us from across the street. The watcher vanished when I looked again. Mark's confession continued, Victor has dirt on everyone. I recorded it all, my heart pounding. Clara texted, Victor's at his office now. I headed there, posing as a client. His office was empty, but his laptop was open. I found a video, Emma and Victor, laughing about framing me. My hands shook as I copied it. An alarm blared. Security rushed in. Victor wants you, one said, grabbing me. Dragged to a boardroom, I faced Victor's cold smile. Out of your league, he said. My phone buzzed, Clara had sent the video to the police. Sirens wailed outside. Police stormed the building, Clara shouting, she's innocent. Victor was cuffed, but Emma was missing. I handed over the USB and laptop, my heart racing. At home, Mom hugged me, tears falling. We're safe. But I wasn't done. Clara traced Emma to a cabin upstate. I drove alone, fury driving me. I found Emma packing, her face pale. It's over, I said. She pulled a knife, smirking. Not yet. I dodged her swing, but a car pulled up. Mark stepped out, yelling, Emma, stop. She froze, knife trembling. My breath caught. Was Mark here to help, or betray me again? Mark's eyes locked on Emma. You used me, he said. I knocked the knife from her hand, pinning her down. Why? I demanded. Tears streamed down her face. You had it all, she sobbed. Mark confessed, Victor promised them millions. I tied Emma's hands, calling Clara. Police arrived, taking her, but Mark's phone rang, Liam, out on bail. You're next, he threatened. My stomach dropped. Clara and I tracked Liam to a bar. I went in, wired, and sat beside him. What's your deal with Victor? I asked. He laughed, spilling details of the takeover. But his eyes narrowed. You're wired, he growled, lunging. I ducked Liam's grab, sprinting to Clara's car. We sped off, his men tailing us. Clara lost them in traffic. "We've got enough," she said, holding my recorder. But a text came, a photo of my parents' house. "Time's up." I raced there, finding the door ajar. A note inside read, "Drop the evidence, or they're gone." Victor's men had my parents. Clara called the police, but I found a GPS tracker in the note, pointing to a factory. There, Victor waited, my parents tied up. "The USB," he demanded. I tossed it. Clara had a copy. Sirens wailed, but Victor bolted. I untied my parents, tears falling. Clara whispered. Victor's assistant, Nora, flipped on him. Nora met us at the station, handing over Victor's financial records, proof of his crimes. Victor, Emma, and Liam were charged, and Mark vanished, too ashamed. My parents rebuilt their company. I stood tall, no longer broken. But a text buzzed, an unknown number. "You won this time." My heart skipped. Clara traced it to a burner phone. "Someone's still out there," she said. I nodded, vowing to stay ready. My justice was served, firm but fair. As I walked away, a shadow moved across the street. The shadow disappeared, but my nerves stayed on edge. Clara suggested I lie low, but I couldn't rest. I found an old diary of Emma's in my attic, buried in a box of memories. Inside, coded notes mentioned a silent partner. My heart raced. Was this the texter? Clara decoded it, linking the notes to a woman named Ivy, a hacker Victor used. I tracked Ivy to a tech convention, blending into the crowd. She was there, typing furiously. I slipped closer, but she spotted me, her eyes cold. "You're digging too deep," she said, then vanished into the crowd. I chased Ivy through the convention, but she was gone. Clara hacked Ivy's laptop remotely, finding emails to Victor about a backup plan. My stomach dropped. Had they planned for his arrest? The emails mentioned a safe deposit box with documents that could ruin everything. I drove to the bank, heart pounding, and convinced the manager to let me check the box with my parents' company ID. Inside were contracts, my name forged again, selling the company to a rival. My blood boiled. But a security guard approached, his face grim. "You're not supposed to be here," he said, reaching for his radio. I bolted from the bank, clutching the contracts. Clara's car screeched up, and I jumped in. "They're on to us," she said, speeding away. At the safe house, we studied the documents, proof of a second scam, bigger than the first. My parents' company was a pawn in a corporate war. I called Nadia, Victor's old partner, who confirmed the rival's CEO, Owen, was behind it. "He's ruthless," she warned. I set a trap, leaking fake info that I'd sell the contracts. Owen took the bait, texting me to meet. But Clara's phone pinged, a photo of me at the bank, no sender. I met Owen at a warehouse, wired and ready. He smirked, offering cash for the contracts. "You're smart," he said, "but not enough." I recorded his confession. He'd hired Victor to destroy my family. Clara signaled. The police were outside. Owen's men grabbed me, but sirens blared, and they scattered. Owen was cuffed, cursing my name. Police took Owen away, but Clara's face stayed grim. "Ivy's still out there," she said. I found her digital footprint on a dark web forum, boasting about a new job. My heart raced. She was planning another hit. I hacked her account, finding plans to leak my parents' company secrets. Clara and I tracked her to a rundown apartment. Inside, Ivy sat at a computer, files open. "You again," she sneered, grabbing a USB drive. I lunged, snatching it. The file showed a plot to frame my dad for tax fraud. But footsteps echoed outside. Her new client? The door burst open, revealing Tara, her eyes wide. "You set me up," she yelled at Ivy. I held the USB tight, dodging Tara's grab. "You betrayed me first," I snapped. Ivy smirked, slipping toward a back exit. Clara blocked her, grabbing her arm. Tara confessed. Owen forced me to help Ivy. Forced? I didn't buy it. Clara found a burner phone on Ivy, linked to the mystery texts. I demanded, "Who's your boss?" Ivy laughed. "You'll never know." Police arrived, cuffing her, but Tara fled out the back. The USB had proved to clear my dad, but a new email hit my phone, "You're not done yet." The email came from an unknown account, but Clara traced it to a cafe downtown. I went there, heart pounding, spotting a woman watching me, Nadia, Victor's old partner. "I'm not your enemy," she said, sliding me a folder. It held proof of Owen's full network, including offshore accounts. My jaw dropped, this could end him for good. But Nadia warned, Tara's working with someone new. My cousin, still betraying me? I called her, faking calm. "Meet me," I said. She agreed, but as I left, a car followed me. Clara texted, "It's not Tara's people." My stomach dropped. Who was tailing me now? # I lost the car in traffic, my heart racing. At the meeting, Tara looked scared. "I had no choice," she said. "Owen's partner threatened my family." Partner? She handed me a flash drive with emails to a man named Felix, Owen's silent investor. Felix was the mastermind, using Owen as a front. I copied the drive, but Tara's phone buzzed, a text from Felix, "Finish her." My blood ran cold. Clara pulled up, and we sped off, the car back on our tail. "Felix is dangerous," Clara said, swerving through alleys. The drive held proof to take him down, but a new text came, "Your parents' house, midnight." I raced to my parents' house, finding it dark, the door ajar. Inside, a note, "Drop the drive, or they're gone." My heart stopped. Clara called the police, but I found a tracker in the note, pointing to a dockyard. There, Felix waited, my parents tied up. "The drive," he demanded. I tossed a fake, Clara had the real one. Sirens wailed, and Felix's men grabbed me. I struggled, shouting, "You're done." Police stormed in, cuffing them. I freed my parents, tears falling. But Clara whispered, "Felix mentioned a backup plan." My stomach dropped. What had we missed? Back at the station, Clara showed me Felix's laptop, hacked remotely. It held plans for a cyber attack on my parents' company, set for tonight. My hand shook, we had hours to stop it. I called Nadia, who knew Felix's tech guy, Milo. "He's at a server farm," she said. I drove there, Clara beside me. We snuck in, finding Milo typing code to crash the company's systems. I tackled him, grabbing his laptop. The code was live, seconds from launching. Clara stopped it, but Milo laughed. "You're too late for the rest." Rest? My heart raced as alarms blared around us. Security swarmed the server farm, but Clara hacked the system, shutting it down. Milo was cuffed, but his words haunted me. Outside, Tara waited, her face pale. I didn't know about the cyber attack, she swore. I didn't trust her, but she handed me a microchip. "Felix's insurance," she said. It held recordings of his deals, implicating a rival CEO, Gavin. My jaw dropped, another player? Clara traced Gavin to a penthouse. I went alone, wired, and confronted him. "Nice try," he smirked, but I recorded his boast about crushing my family. Then his phone rang, a new threat. Gavin's call was from an unknown woman. "She's handled," he said, eyeing me. My heart pounded, I was the target. Clara signaled from outside, the police were close. I stalled, asking, "Who's your partner?" Gavin laughed. "You'll meet her soon." His guards grabbed me, but sirens blared, and they fled. Police cuffed Gavin, and I handed over. Clara and I escaped to the safe house, my parents shaken but safe. The microchip's recordings named Gavin's partner, Lena, a corporate spy. I tracked her to a hotel, heart pounding. She was packing, her eyes cold when she saw me. "You again," she said, reaching for a gun. I dove behind a couch, grabbing her laptop. It held plans to sabotage my parents' company abroad. Clara burst in, tackling Lena. Police arrived, cuffing her, but her phone had a text, Plan B activated. My stomach dropped. Clara found a hidden file on the laptop, a plot to frame my mom for bribery. But a noise outside made us freeze. The noise was a delivery van, innocent, but my nerves were fried. Clara decrypted the laptop, revealing Lena's network, spies in multiple companies, including mine. My blood boiled. I called my parents, warning them. Dad hired a cybersecurity team to protect the company. But Clara found a burner phone in Lena's bag, linked to the mystery texts. One more player, she said. I hacked the phone, finding messages to an unknown contact, she's close. And my heart stopped. I set a trap, texting the contact to meet me. At the docks, a woman stepped out, Nadia, again. I tried to help you, she said. But her eyes hid something. Nadia's voice shook. I leaked info to save you, she claimed. I didn't buy it. Clara found a hidden file on Nadia's phone. She'd been double-crossing everyone, feeding Felix and Gavin info while tipping me off to cover herself. My jaw dropped, she'd played us all. I recorded her confession, demanding, why? She sneered, power. Clara signaled, the police were here. Nadia tried to run, but I tackled her, holding her until the cuffs clicked. The evidence cleared my family, and my parents' company stood strong. I'd served justice, firm, not cruel. But as I walked away, a final text buzzed, you'll never be safe. My heart skipped. Someone was still out there, watching. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe.